Hello everyone! Today we will examine how to install XML2Selenium on our local computer. It is very easy. You can use our manual, which is located on the product website. Here is the link to this manual. Using it, you can install all the necessary software for the framework and run the test to perform. Framework is written in Java, so we need installed Java SDK. If Java SDK on your local computer is not already installed, you can use the link from this site. Click on the link, download the required version of Java SDK in accordance with your operating system. I have already installed Java SDK and we can see it follows the path C program files Java. Here is Java SDK on my local computer. After that, we need to add the system variable Java home. All necessary steps are described in the manual. Let's do it. Referring to my computer folder, click Properties, then click Advanced System Settings, and we see Environment Variables. Create a new variable Java Home. The value of this variable taken C program files Java, where we have set our Java SDK. Okay, we have added a variable and now save it. Also, we need to check that our Java SDK was installed properly. For this, we should call the command line. It can be done by using keyboard shortcuts Windows plus R. We type here the command cmd. After that, the command line for checking should be rows. Here it is, enter the command Java version, and we can see that we have installed Java version 1.6045. Java installation completed successfully. To install Maven, you need to follow the link to the official Maven website. This link you can find in our manual. Download the 3.05 version bin file and extract it into convenient to you directory. I have installed Maven on the path C Java Apache Maven 3.04. The next what we need is to set environment variables for Maven. Go to the environment variables window, create the new variable, and write the path where we installed our Maven. In my case, here it is. Type the path and save. We also need to create another variable, paths. Maybe it already exists, otherwise it should be added. You also need to write the path to the bin Maven folder. Here point Maven home. Well, the variable is created. Click OK and save. Now we need to restart the computer to properly install Maven. After we restarted our computer, we need to verify the proper Maven installation. To do this, we need to call the command line by using keyboard shortcuts Windows plus R. Enter the command Maven type 2 hyphens and version. And we see that Maven was successfully established, the current version 3.04. The next what we need is to get access to the libraries of framework. To do this, we must configure authorization for private Maven repository under Nexus control. Authorization data should be provided to you in a separate letter. If you haven't received said letter, please contact support. As written in the manual, there are two ways to configure authorization. The first one, using login and password. Choosing these methods, you need to create only one file. And the second way, safer, using username encryption and master encryption. The detail of these methods are described below. Here is the data that must be entered in the file when it is changed according to the first method, and here are the steps for the second safer way to configure authorization. I used the second method, creating two files, setting XML and setting security XML. These files I have placed in the folder .m2 on this way. Here are the files and the path to they. The path depends on the operating system installed on your computer. You can see how to save these files in our manual. Tests can be created in any XML editor, but because of framework integration with the unit, you can use any Java development environment. I will use Eclipse. If you have not installed it, you can download it by clicking on this link here from our manual. Here you can select and download the latest version for your operating system. And after you have downloaded the archive file, it must be unpacked in any convenient place for you. Open Eclipse. The next our step is to install Maven plugin for Eclipse. For it, we should select in the menu Help, Install New Software, and in this field enter the URL for downloading the plugin. This URL you can find in our manual. Take this link and insert it right here. Confirm. Press Next, confirm the license agreement, and install our Maven. After installation, we should restart Eclipse. XML2Selenium uses on default Firefox to run the test, but keep in mind that at the time of this video recording, the latest XML2Selenium version not yet supports the latest Firefox version. You can see in the table below the latest XML2Selenium version and actual version of browser that is desirable to use. Now we install Firefox 23 version. It is more optimal for the framework. It can be downloaded from the link of our manual. You can install the English or Russian version depending on your needs. Download it and install, preferable in the folder on default. C, Program Files, Mozilla Firefox. After installation, you must turn off the automatic browser update. If you don't do it, then the next time you start Firefox, it would be upgraded to the latest version. Open Firefox, go to Options of main menu, section Advanced, Update, and point Never check for updates. Confirm. Firefox installation is complete. Here the installation and setup environment is complete. Now let's create a project for test and directly launch the tests themselves. You can use the ready project that you can get from our manual. Here is the link for this project. You can download it via zip file or log in and download in Git. I prefer to download the zip file. For this, I click here. If you don't want to download the ready project, you can create your own project. It is easy to do by following the instruction from our manual. In Windows console, you should execute the command maven.archetype generate. Create the product according to the sample Maven archetype quick start. Select the latest stable version for the sample Maven archetype quick start.
Type group ID, group identification, type artifact ID, project name.
Press Enter button. Agree with the 1.0 snapshot version of the product. Press Enter button. Agree with packet name. Press Y button. Confirm the accuracy of the entered information. Congratulate! Our product is created. It is situated in C users root master. We can see it passing this way. Here is our test product. Now we need to change our POM XML and link it with XML2Selenium. Delete the repository URL and add XML2Selenium version for framework. The framework latest version 1.26 and type it here. Our next action is to add all the dependencies that were pointed in the manual. We simply copy the they from the manual. Then add the data for connection to our repository. It's important to remember that the repository ID must match server ID in setting XML Maven configuration. Let's check it. Here we see X2S ID, look Maven configuration, and we see here X2S ID too. Everything is alright. Now we need to check if you have created the product correctly and connected all the dependencies in the right way. Call the console for this project and execute the command Maven clean install. Here we see that we download all dependencies of XML2Selenium 1.26 version. All going well, our product is built successfully. To create, edit or run the test, we should add to our product Eclipse. Let's add the product that we download from GitHub, because it already has XML test. To do it, open Eclipse. In main menu, select File, Import. In Open dialog window, select Maven existing Maven projects. Press Next. In the new window, in Browse field, we point the path to the root of the project with our test. Click OK and wait until our project will be imported. That's all. Our project was already imported into Eclipse, and we can see the structure of the folders. In the directory srt test resources will be placed all of our XML tests. Class for the test run should be ended with the word test, and in the annotation to test path we point the path to the test. Now, when we have got everything ready, we can run test to perform. Under Eclipse, it can be done by selecting the framework test, run as, unit test. Here at the bottom of console, we can see that the test run started. We see that the browser opened and the test tabs started to run. In Eclipse, you can see that the test is finished. In the unit console, the test passed successfully. Besides Eclipse, you can run the test in the Maven console. And let's do it now. Go to the folder where our project is situated, call the command line for this project, enter the command maven clean install, and wait for our test will be run. Here in the console we can see that the test started to load. The first test browser window is opened, and the second browser window with the steps of the test is being opened. Okay, here we can see that our test has been completed successfully, and now we can see the result of our test. To do this, we go into the folder of our project target, next folder XML2Selenium, and we can open the generated reports to see our results. Let's open the business report and behavior report. More details about these reports, how to read them and how to work with the reports will be discussed in a separate video. XML2Selenium has its own XSD scheme for validation and code completion. To connect XSD scheme to XML file with test case, you need to add another attribute, which will determine what namespace does match the given XML file and where is the validation scheme for this XML. So we edit it. Once connected, you can take the opportunity of code completion. This means that when you press Ctrl and space, the list of available tags and attributes and the values of these attributes will be displayed on the screen. For example, the attribute action has the following enumerations. When you write a tag or attribute with any error, the line with this error will be highlighted and the wrong tag or attribute will be underlined in red. Here on the required software installation was completed, A more detailed description of software installation you can find in our manual. Also in the manual you can find information about the possible problems that may occur during installation and their solution. Now you can run test to perform, modify a test and launch new test. In case of problems, please contact our technical support to report about they to us. Have a nice day. Goodbye.